What is up, people? Video Game XD Holiday Overplay. We are back with another grab video, and this is going to be the bonus VHS edition, because we have more VHS tapes. Yeah. How about more? Because they're very cheap. We went to Volunteers of America Thrift Store, VOA. They're about 60 cents a piece. Yes, VHS is outdated, it looks like crap, but for us 90s, 80s kids, we still like to watch them. They're still fun, you know, the whole feature presentation, the previews, the blurry lines. We think they're cool. We like to have our own little blockbuster thing going on too. So it's always cool to go back and rewatch old VHS tapes, so why not? So we're going to be showing that off. And then we also went to GameStop. We don't go there often, but they had like this Black Friday thing going on early. I don't know if these are considered Black Friday deals. Maybe not. But one of the items was pretty cheap. And the other one we went to Disc Replay in Flint, Michigan. Check out Disc Replay. And I picked up a few games at Disc Replay. But you only have a few items, so we're going to show yours off first.
Okay. Alright, first one I got was from Disc Replay. $411.99 for the Xbox One. This is Sonic Mania Plus.
Sonic Mania Plus. With the cool slipcover.
Yeah, that cover is really cool. It caught my eye. And I like Sonic. I mean, it's hard, but I do like Sonic. So when we pull it out, it also comes with this fancy dancy book.
That's a shock.
Which is kind of rare, honestly, nowadays. They don't really come with books. So yeah, it comes with a nice little book. And then, open it up. Yeah, Sonic.
Well, they went old school, because, you know, Sega's old school. That's why they're including manuals and books now, so that's cool.
So that's what it looks like on the back there. So it's basically like the old Sonic, but it's more like updated HD version. More clear.
I've played it. It's amazing. It's one of the best Sonic games on the market.
So I'm super excited to give that a try.
Sonic Mania. For how much was this? $12?
$12.
$12. That's a pretty good deal.
I really like the case. The case is like, I don't know, it's kind of psychedelic.
I paid $20 for mine. So that's a deal.
So
I don't even have the slipcover. We might have to trade. You know.
This one I got at GameStop. This is a PDP Atomic Black wired controller.
Wow.
For $25.99. This also comes with 1 month Ultimate Game Pass.
You get Game Pass included.
Yes.
Wow, that's a deal. $26 for a controller?
So this hasn't even been opened yet. This is still boxed.
Well,
so we're gonna open.
Why not do unboxing time?
Unboxing time.
Right here on Holiday Overplay, baby.
Should've got something to open it with.
I can open it. I'm used to opening up stickers. That's
I hate
cheap.
those like little round stickers that they put on the boxes. They're kind of.
That's cheap though. $26.
$26, and this looks like a really fancy controller.
Most controllers cost what? 30, 40,
At
50?
least 35 and up. And then like the really good brand new ones are like 65, maybe more. It's getting kind of ridiculous with some of the controllers.
This is wired, but we don't care.
I
really don't.
I actually kind of prefer the wired personally. I feel like the wireless, half the time the batteries are always dying. Dun dun dun.
PDP is a good brand though.
Yes.
I've never had bad luck with PDP. Wow, it's very Halloween-like. The orange and black. Oh, I might have to get one of these. Game Pass Ultimate is included.
So, yep, you get the fancy little wired
Pretty long
controller.
cable. Pretty long.
Yeah, that's a good sized controller.
I'm jealous. I know it's Holiday Overplay, but man, that's Halloween.
Oh, man.
That's cool.
Beautiful.
Orange and black. I love the colors.
Can't have it. It's mine.
Check that out, you guys.
Yeah, that is really cool. It feels really nice too.
Well, this is
Spanking
Halloween
new.
all
That is
day.
freaking awesome.
Maybe that's why it was on sale, because Halloween's over. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, it doesn't say anything Halloween on there, but yeah.
I'm telling you, these PDP ones, they're just as good as the OGs. Like,
Yeah.
this feels really
If not better, personally.
Like, this feels really, like, durable, like...
It's kind of heavy duty. Look, it's got a little bit of weight to it. They don't feel like super light. And this is beautiful.
Let me check out the box again. Because there's supposed to be a Game Pass Ultimate or anything.
Yeah, there's a little slip for it. And I'm not gonna...
Check that out, you guys. PDP, baby!
I'm not gonna show that,
GameStop sometimes does have deals, surprisingly. That's cool.
Yeah,
26 bucks.
This is really cool, and then like when you move the little joysticks, it's got like the orange on the inside.
I love the colors.
Which is super, super cool. But yeah, this is kick-ass, and it's got, you know, like the little controller for your headset if you want to do that. But yeah, this is like heavy duty. It's beautiful.
Holiday overplay.
Love it.
Santa's hooking us up this year. Alright. Was that it?
That was everything in mine.
Alright. Now it's time for the VHS section. So, I got another box, not a bag of box. So.
And you know what? I mean, I know VHSs sound kind of outdated, but there's a lot of movies that were on VHS that never came out on DVD.
That is true.
So there's actually a few in here that I think we picked up that has never made it to DVD.
Such as this movie. All these were 60 cents. House Arrest with Jamie Lee Curtis and Kevin Pollak.
Which we actually just watched this last night, but I kind of fell asleep because I had to work.
I used to watch this every night before bed, like, constantly for some reason. It's one of those movies I can just keep watching and watching. Kind of like Dumb and Dumber. Very good movie. They trap their parents in the basement. They want their parents to get back together. They're getting a divorce. And then all their friends in the neighborhood lock their parents in the basement, too.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like serial killers.
Kind of.
And they can go to jail. I think at the end of the movie they go to prison. I don't... It's a funny family comedy. Funny family. It's great. It never got on DVD. So, you know, if you find it on VHS, pick it up because you're not going to be able to watch this anywhere else.
No.
House Arrest, baby, all day. Classic. Why not get Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask from R.L. Stine?
My favorite Goosebumps ever.
Mine
Love
too.
this.
That's
Love
weird because
this.
this was my favorite. So this little girl, she puts on the mask, it gets stuck to her face. She can't get it off. She starts acting like she's on drugs. It's pretty disturbing. For a kid's show, Goosebumps was great. I don't know why there's not Goosebumps, the whole series on DVD. I don't understand. Like, why? This was one of the best shows of the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, it was up, Are You Afraid of the Dark? You know, like, why isn't this on DVD? Like, why didn't they make the whole series? Like, I don't understand. So, we found it on VHS.
You would think that they would have.
I don't know. This one's a classic, though.
Yes.
Russell Crowe. Gladiator on VHS. You ever see this?
You know, I don't think I've ever seen it. Not this particular one, anyway.
This one was really good back in the day. During the time I was a kid, I didn't care for it, but I remember my parents really liking it, so I'm sure it's really good. The only reason I picked it up is because it has, like, this VHS, like, case, like, back in the... I don't know, it's kind of like a hard case. So it kind of looks like it came from a video store.
Yeah. You don't see those too often anymore. They kind of either come like in the cardboard or like these style cases.
Right.
They're more plasticky.
Previously viewed, I'm pretty sure, yes, Blockbuster copy. Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, the OG. This is one of the best ones they did, honestly. Like him coming from the sky and the stealing, like, this is classic. Yes, there's other good Mission Impossibles, but you know what? The first one is what started it off. And this is
It's cool because it's got the Blockbuster sticker.
Oh, yeah. Blockbuster, baby.
Memorabilia right there.
Mission Impossible.
That's cool.
Did you see it? You found this one, The Burbs with Tom Hanks.
This was actually one of my favorites growing up. I used to love watching this movie. This one I used to watch a crap ton of. Like, I would watch this a lot growing up. It's definitely a great freaking movie. It's where, if you've never seen The Burbs, this is just a modern day family husband that is very nosy, has nothing else better to do this time than to be very nosy with the new neighbors that just moved in next door. And he thinks that they're like murderers. And come to find out they were, but he had to go through hell to prove it. So it's definitely a very good movie. It's very comedy, but it's definitely one of my favorites from growing up.
Yeah, I've watched a little bit of it, but my mom's a fan of this one, I think. My mom liked it.
It's a great movie. It's got Tom Hanks in it.
VHS Shanghai Noon with Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson and Lucy Liu.
Yeah, this is a good one too.
I like this movie. I remember I watched it on HBO as a kid, and I thought, man, this is funny. It's kind of like, I don't know, like a Western version of Rush Hour, except it's a little different.
Right.
Owen Wilson plays the dorky, dumb guy now.
Yeah.
And I don't know, this one was good. They did a sequel, Shanghai Nights, but I don't know much about that one. This one was more my fave, but none of these movies are worth anything. They're just flicks. Good comedies. We don't care if they're worth anything. We just enjoy them.
Yeah.
On VHS, this is one of Adam Sandler's best movies. With Drew Barrymore, 50 First Dates. That was one of his better later movies.
Yeah. This was a really good one.
Yeah. Came out. I did see it in the theater. No shock. You know, she loses her memory. She can't remember anything, and then the next day he has to repeat everything over and over and over. And then the only thing I hated about this movie, I was expecting her to like get her memory back at the end, like, you know, they live happily ever after, and it just doesn't happen. It's like, what? The end sucks. I don't like the ending. I wanted her memory to come back, or whatever, you know. So I don't like that. I didn't like the ending, but still, this movie was great. Like, this is.
I mean, it was kind of part of the movie though, because like they said that she had damaged a part of her brain where she can't remember.
But he's trying the whole movie to like, maybe she can, you know.
Yeah, this is true.
And like it just doesn't. It's like
doesn't happen.
Sad ending.
Yeah.
This is a great movie. Me and Mark just watched this when I was over there. We watched it on Blu-ray, I think, or 4K. 10 Things I Hate About You.
This is a good movie.
Heath Ledger's in this.
Yeah.
This is great. This is totally 90s, totally... It doesn't get more 90s than this. Especially on VHS. Like, this is definitely 90s shit. So, it's one of those teen movies, you know. She's hard to please. She's a diva. And it's about dating and problems, you know. Teen type stuff. Classic 90s flicks. If you like Clueless or movies like that, you'll enjoy that. On VHS, Shallow Hal with Jack Black. Wait, what does it say? True love is worth the wait.
Yeah.
This is a great movie. This is probably Jack Black's best movie.
Yeah. It is a good one. He did.
I've seen this in the theater back in the day. Great. Yeah, some people will say, yeah, it's kind of body shaming people. She's fat, you know, he's shallow. But there's a good story to it at the end, you know. There is a good story to this movie. He's actually in love with her. It doesn't matter how fat she is, you know.
Right.
So, but some people could look at it as an offensive movie if they're big people. Like, I don't like that movie. It makes fun of fat people. But you know what? It's a comedy. You gotta have a sense of humor.
Right. Well, I think the moral of the story is that he was in love with her and her personality, not necessarily the way she looked.
Yeah. And if you think about it, Jack Black's a fat ass too.
Yeah.
So who cares? There's Something About Mary, one of the best comedies ever
That's
made.
a good movie, yeah.
This is great. This is up there with Dumb and Dumber to me. Like,
yeah.
Ben Stiller. This was one of Ben Stiller's first, like, when he was starting to blow up.
Yeah, this is when he started getting really popular, yeah.
Cameron Diaz does great in it. Like, everyone does great in this. So yeah, it's very 90s. They don't make movies like this anymore. Be kind, please rewind. So this is also from a video store. Probably from, I don't know what video store it's from. Great. There's even a part where he gets jizz stuck in his hair. Yeah, that's hilarious.
In her hair,
Or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, he has like cum in his hand or something. And
You don't want to know.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
When that
You've
movie-
probably seen it anyway, so.
Eddie Murphy, The Nutty Professor, one of the best 90s movies too. Sherman! Come on, Sherman! Sherman! Give your mama a kiss.
Yeah.
There he is. Eddie Murphy's legend for this movie.
I think they made a Nutty Professor 2 too.
That one wasn't that good.
Yeah, the second one wasn't as good, but I still enjoyed watching
That one I seen in the theater too. Part 2. But this
where
one,
he lived in a damn theater.
yeah, this one's great, man. Like, Eddie is fucking hilarious. It makes fun of fat people once again, but it's classic though. Come on. Dave Chappelle's fucking hilarious in that too.
Yes.
The fucking comedy guy. VHS, Adam Sandler. I'm a big Adam Sandler fan, as you can tell. Big Daddy.
I guess this is one of the best ones he's done too, besides,
Yeah, this is one of his better films, honestly.
yeah, besides the golf one.
And Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Well, this came out in like 99. Yeah, he's kind of a shitty dad. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, he wasn't really an actual dad at the time.
He becomes a good dad, though.
He was more of a foster parent, just trying to figure out how to take care of this kid that struggled with.
But it's definitely a good. It's got emotion in it. It's
Mm-hmm.
got some sad parts. But it's a great comedy. This is one of his better movies.
Yes.
60 Cents, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. One of my favorite comedies.
Yeah.
This is part 2. Goldmember I thought sucked. I didn't care for Goldmember. The first one's great. This one, I think this is the best Austin Powers. Like, this one is the first one that had Mini-Me in it, and he did great. Bad Bastard. This movie is fucking great. There's not one part of this movie that sucks. From start to finish, it is fucking great.
Yes.
I watched a lot of this.
And there's like comedy from beginning to end. Like, it just never ends. It's great.
Blockbuster copy. If anybody doesn't like this movie, there's something wrong with them. That is fucking hilarious. So, alright, 2 more on this VHS Holiday Overplay Edition. Bonus, because we did the first one. This is going to be the bonus episode. We did, 2 days ago we did part 1.
Yeah.
I might own this, so if I do, maybe you can have it. Casper, Seeing is Believing.
This was one of my favorite, like, childhood, like, nostalgias for, like Disney.
Christina Ricci, the ghost. What's his name? Played Casper, the voice. Forget his name. All the girls thought he was hot.
Yeah.
This is a great
Definitely
movie.
a childhood crush growing up.
To me, this movie's up there with, like, Beetlejuice and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's good. It's a family flick. Back in the 90s, we had some good family flicks going on.
Yes.
And this is one of my favorite family flicks. I like this better than Casper. Dennis the Menace. This movie's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He hates the kid.
Mr. Wilson!
He's bringing destruction in his life. He's annoyed at kids. It's hilarious. I used to watch the shit out of this movie a lot. I probably watched it over a million times.
We have a Dennis the Menace ourselves. So we can relate.
What's cool, like, we got, like, advertisements in here from, what is this? Dennis the Menace on Super Nintendo, yo? Dude, that's rare. You don't see that, like,
No.
it's a Dennis the Menace Super Nintendo ad.
I didn't even know they had a Dennis the Menace for Super Nintendo.
Orange Crush Soda. Like, this is cool. And we have, I don't know what this is. What's something, I don't know. So Dennis the Menace is great. There was sequels. They probably sucked. But this one from the night, I know even before this there was an earlier Dennis the Menace. I know. from like the 60s or whatever, 70s, I think. But this was the one I grew up with in the 90s with the guy from Grumpy Old Men. So if you find this one's, I can't say it's the best because I haven't seen every Dennis the Menace, but to me this one is the best. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's the 90s all day. So that was it. That was our unboxing time. Our VHS bonus edition of Holiday Overplay right here on Video Game XD. Stay tuned for more videos. We have decided Black Friday isn't as shitty as we thought. New deals are coming out.
Yeah.
So, okay, GameStop does have some few items. Walmart does. So, I apologize for the last video. I said Black Friday sucked this year. It actually, it's not great, but it's definitely better than I thought it was.
Yeah, they're starting to, now that it's getting a little closer, they're starting to peak out a little bit more.
I mean, we don't have tons of money this year anyways, but if we do get some money, we might pick up a few Black Friday items to show off. I don't know when that's going to be.
Right.
Maybe later this month. I don't know. All right. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitch. Like us on Facebook. You know the rest. I'm Charles Ring.
Jennifer.
Peace. Video Game XD Holiday Overplay bonus grabs, baby. We've actually forgot to show these off. And we went to the disc replay out in Flint, Michigan. Check out disc replay. But as you can see here, we got WWF Raw for the Sega Genesis for $10. That is a pretty good price because I've seen this actually go for more than that. And surprisingly, I didn't have WWF Raw on the Sega Genesis, which is nuts because I'm a big WWF fan and I grew up with this game. Played it a lot as a kid. Actually used to rent it on the Super Nintendo a bunch of times. But I didn't own the Sega Genesis version. This one is actually a little bit faster and has a little bit of differences from the Super Nintendo version. $10 disc replay. Not bad at all. And we got, for $8.99 over here, Bully Scholarship Edition. Check it out. $8.99. Originally, once upon a time, $30 at GameStop, yeah. So we got Bully for the Xbox 360. Man, I loved this game on the PS2. I really did. And this one, you can play in high definition on the 360. I'm sure this was the superior version to get. And guess what? I believe this is backwards compatible on the Xbox One. So if you got an Xbox One, yeah, you can install and play it right from the disc. $9, less than 10 for this, like, and it is complete, ladies and gentlemen. I love me some Bully. Growing up, I used to get bullied in school all the frickin' time. It was miserable, so I can relate to this game. I wish they would make a part 2. And I love this game. Rockstar Games these guys are geniuses. So yeah, this was the bonus grabs we forgot to show off right here on Video Game XD Holiday Overplay. Stay tuned for more Holiday Overplays right here on Video Game XD. I'm Charles Reed. Peace.